What's happened with Spurs?
They've been very, very poor. I'm surprised. North London derby, you know, we talked about before, the form goes out the window. It hasn't. Arsenal started on the front foot. They've dominated possession. At the Tottenham Stadium, you see the fans disgruntled, hurt. They need a response in the second half. Antonio Conte, will he change formation? I think he has to. I don't see it. I think he'll change personnel. I just think Saka and Martinelli are getting too much space. Partey in the middle of the park. They are absolutely dominating. And it comes down to giving bad goals away. Hugo Lloris is going to be so disappointed the way that the first goal goes in and the second one's magnificent strike from Odegaard.
OK, well, talk me through this then. Since you brought it up, Dawes, Lloris's role in that opening goal. Is there any defensive? It does take a very slight deflection off Sessegnon, but it's still an own goal. He's palmed it effectively into his own net. You know him. You've played with him for, what, 3 seasons, was it, at Spurs?
Yeah, I played with Hugo and I'm a big fan of him. I think you see Sessegnon here. We know Saka wants to come in on his left. As his defender, you say, go on, show him down the line. No danger. It takes the slightest of deflections at him. But I think Hugo's quality, he's going to be disappointed that he doesn't do better with this. I mean, where it comes from, I mean, it's a great ball by Partey. He sees the space in behind. The strength of Saka, yes. Keep him on his right foot, no problem. Could he got a bit close to the ball? Still, he puts the ball in an area, but as I say, Hugo Lloris will be very, very disappointed he doesn't do better with that. And then it gives Arsenal the upper hand, and it's a big uphill climb for Spurs, and they just couldn't get back into the game. Yeah,
big upper hand after just a quarter of an hour. But you had another viewpoint for this, Kev. You want to talk about the Arsenal perspective for the goal, not so much the keeping mistake.
Yeah, I just think because Arsenal have dominated in that midfield and Thomas Partey, he's given a couple of balls away, but that's because he's trying to be progressive. But what he's doing so well, he's playing the short ball and he's putting Spurs back 5 to sleep. And then Saka and Martinelli are running over the top. And he plays a lovely ball over the top, turns the whole Spurs back line. Obviously, Sessegnon's going to try and show Saka on his weaker right foot. But I'll say this, I think the distance, because it's such a short distance, the deflection catches Lloris a little bit out of sync. Yes, he should save it, but the ball's travelling so fast, he gets a hand on it and it just squirms past him. It's so unfortunate. It's great for Arsenal, but it's so unfortunate. Usually we see those stay out and a Spurs defender will clear it. So it was a bit of fortune for Arsenal there.
What about Lloris overall? Not so much just in this game, Dawes, but throughout the entire season, maybe even the past couple of seasons. I mean, this campaign alone, it's 4 mistakes from Lloris which have led to a goal, more than any other player in the league. There's been quite a few errors in his game over the last couple of years. You'll probably have to argue that as well. And it seems today he's been affected mentally by making a mistake early on. Shaky distribution at times.
Yeah, I mean, it started the opportunity from Eddie Nketiah. He goes back to him, he gets closed down by Martinelli. Great work rate from him, puts him under pressure. He redeems himself with a good save. You know, from Eddie. Nketiah makes good connection with the ball. He hits the target. That's all you can sort of ask for in a good save. I mean, he makes a good save off Odegaard. And I think the strikes from a long way. I'm a massive fan of Hugo Lloris. Keepers are going to make mistakes, and when they make a mistake, they get punished, and the ball tends to end up in the back of the net. He's been a magnificent servant for Tottenham Hotspur. But you know, when you make big errors, you get questioned. But as I say, he'll be disappointed with that first goal. The second one, I think, is a magnificent strike. People could question Hugo because of how far Odegaard hits it from, but I'm not so sure. I give all the credit to Odegaard. I mean, look, they're just losing all the second balls. They lose the first ball, the second ball, it goes in, and this strike, 25 yards, I think he hits it so sweet. He hit one just before that where Hugo Lloris makes a great save down to his left, and that one just gets past him. I certainly don't blame him for that. I think it was a magnificent strike for Martin Odegaard.